Gnosis-Canada. Welcome to Gnosis-Canada. Today, we will study Awakening of Consciousness. Is only possible to awakening conscious if we know that we are sleeping, and how to know that we are sleeping. To begin the awakening of consciousness, we must first recognize that we are not conscious, that we are asleep. To realize this, it is important to observe what hurts us and what others say that affects or disturbs us. For example, if someone says we are not good enough in a certain area and this causes pain, by observing that pain and our reaction to it, we can discover the foundation on which we are sustaining ourselves. What's more, we need to discover where our consciousness is most attached and identified. For example, some people may be deeply identified with cars or money, while others may be identified with clothes or the latest fashion. Furthermore, it is worth noting that identification leads to fascination, a deep emotional attachment, and fascination leads to a state of sleep where thoughts and dreams are projected. In this sense, identification is a hypnotic force that arises from our unconsciousness or ego and acts through a specific object. However, we can fight against this hypnotic force by using techniques taught by Samael Aun-Weor, such as the practice of the observer and the observed and the SOL key. To illustrate, the observer and the observed represent consciousness in its natural functioning, without the heavy process of thinking, perceiving unconsciousness, or the state of sleep. Additionally, the SOL key consists of 3 elements. S stands for subject, remembering our real being, remembering that we are a spark from a great flame. O stands for object. The objective of our flame is self-knowledge, and it also means observing all objects or impressions around us and within us. L stands for location, being attentive to the space around us and to where we are internally, whether we are present here and now or mentally in another place. Secondly, by using the practices of the observer and the observed, along with the SOL key, it is possible to recognize our state of sleep and begin a process of inner revolution, liberating our consciousness from this heavy state. Additionally, this new state can free us from suffering and lead us toward authentic freedom. To conclude, we are asleep due to the processes of identification, fascination, and dreaming. We can achieve liberation or the awakening of consciousness through the keys of the observer and the observed, and the SOL key, which leads us to higher states of mind. Until the next lesson, thank you for watching.